Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on fractions on the number line. With respect to the number line, we have been looking at whole numbers, both positive and negative, only at this stage. I think it is easy to see that there are other numbers existing between the whole numbers, namely fractions. Consider the following number line. There's 0, and it goes in that direction for the negative numbers, and this direction for the positive numbers. If we consider some fractions between 0 and 1, that is, we're looking at the fractions in that little interval there, just there, that is, greater than 0 and less than 1. It is easy to understand that such fractions as a half, a third, 2/3, 3/4, etc. exist here. Between 0 and 1, we have many fractions of various sizes. If we magnify this short interval from 0 to 1, we have the following. So we've made the interval from 0 to 1 very large. Okay, so here, with the top one, we divide it into equal parts, into eighths. We divide it into sixths. We divide it into quarters. We can divide it into thirds, and we can divide it in half. The fractions that line up exactly above or below each other are equivalent fractions. For example, there's 1/4. 2/8 is an equivalent fraction. There's 6/8. 3/4 is an equivalent fraction because they line up perfectly. That's what this statement means. Consider the following number lines between 0 and 1. We can use the above number lines to answer the following questions. Write an equivalent fraction for 1/6. Let's find out where 1/6 is. There it is. Can you see that it lines up with 2/12? So the answer is 2/12. Write two equivalent fractions for 1/3. There's 1/3. It lines up with 2/6 and 4/12. So the answers are 2/6 and 4/12. Write an equivalent fraction for 3/6. There's 3/6. It lines up with 6/12. So the answer is 6/12. Write two equivalent fractions for 2/3. There's 2/3. Lines up with 4/6 and 8/12. There and there. And write an equivalent fraction for 10/12, which is there, and it lines up with 5/6. The above number lines can be used to answer the following questions. Write the simplest equivalent fraction for 4/12. This is very interesting. Now there's 4/12. The way we do it, now we know it's an equivalent fraction, so it has to line up, doesn't it? The simplest one is the one furthest away. Not this one. We keep moving up, and there it is, 1/3. Write the simplest equivalent fraction for 8/12. There's 8/12 there. We keep moving up, and we get to 2/3. Okay, so the answer is 2/3. What fraction is greater, 1/6 or 1/3? Let's see where they are. There's 1/6 and there's 1/3. The answer is 1/3 is greater because it lies to the right of 1/6. See, that's what we said before. Fractions moving in that direction are getting larger. So this 1/3 is to the right of 1/6, so it's larger than it, or greater. What fraction is greater, 2/3 or 5/6? Okay, 2/3 or 5/6. Let's see where they are. There's 2/3 there, and there's 5/6 there. 5/6 is greater because it lies to the right of 2/3. So this video has given us a basic introduction to fractions on the number line, and we've looked at the small interval between 0 and 1 to see the existence of some fractions. We've been able to work out some equivalent fractions, and also we've been able to compare the sizes of some fractions.